understand enough. I wrote about it. I used to write for the newspaper. I wrote a story about long-term effects of the BP oil spill. There are tens of millions of gallons of oil that never made it to the surface, that were purposely laden with chemicals to take them to the bottom. And I think what we're seeing as part of the damage to the Gulf is more from that than anything else, because our stuff was damaging, but it was accumulated slowly. BP oil spill is killing us. And we paid, they wanted to settle quickly, obviously, because the long-term effects would be far more intense than what we're dealing
But
with.
we still have those outlets, the sewer outlets going right into the Gulf.
No, we don't in Collier County at least. We may up in the central part of the country when they come down the Mississippi River, but in Collier County you don't have anything like that. Now, in the city of Naples, I can't speak
I'm
about.
talking about the city of Naples.
I don't know what they've got. I
I'm
don't.
talking city Naples.
Yeah, Collier County, we don't have any. We deep and check.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the preservation set-aside requirements for these roads to the towns and these?
They have to be developed with what's called stewardship credits. Stewardship credits are, for every credit, you get to develop 8 acres. I'd have to go back and remember it, but the credits are the monetary value to develop property in the overlay that those villages are in. So the key to the whole program out there was, if you want to develop property, you've got to acquire enough credits to develop an acre of land with a minimum amount of acres for each piece. I think it was 8 credits per acre. So to get the credits, you've got to set aside all the wetlands. You've got to set aside all the preserve areas, all the habitat. That's how we're getting, I have maps. I mean, I could be here for 4 hours every day showing you more maps. We've got maps that clearly show all the preserve areas for each development that's going in out there. That's why there's issues with the environmental community. Some of the environmental community feel that's not enough. Others feel it's better than what they could have gotten. So, but we are getting the credits and the preserve area for the developments that are going in. Whether it's enough or not, that's a hot debate going on amongst groups right now. Yes, ma'am.
How is it decided which roads end up where residents are taxed to landscape versus Hyde County paying for landscape?
Sometimes if you stay, first of all, there's a couple kinds of roads. The DOT owns a bunch of our roads, and we have some others. The DOT provides grants a lot to do their roads, and we do that in conjunction with them on the premise that we pick up the maintenance. We have a program to put landscaping out, and so much money is allocated to it. A lot of developments don't want to wait for us to get to their road. I worked on one called Fiddler's Creek. We didn't want to wait. So we went to the county and said, look, if we pay for the improvements on all those islands leading to Fiddler's Creek, will you take over the maintenance? That's the same deal they do with the DOT. It's sure. So what happened is we put in $250,000 worth of trees and plants and irrigation, and they took over the maintenance of it. So you can do it on your own. Then the other way is, if a community wants to do it and they're outside a developer, it's just a general neighborhood, they can form it. I think it's called an MSTU, Municipal Special Taxing Unit. They can tax themselves, have it put in earlier on the schedule. Otherwise, you wait for taxpayers' money to accumulate enough to do it. That's generally how it happens.
Oh, so it would happen eventually anyway?
As long as you've got the area there to have it happen, then yes. I don't know if there's a basis under the size of road. I'd have to look. I've never looked into that. But that's the transportation department's mostly their area. So.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Good job.
Good job.